the year, and this year, up until May the 3rd, more than that now, it was 2,626,418 deaths just in the United States. Goes up to May the 3rd of this year. This is the last day of the year. We don't know who's not going to be here to see the next year come in. Wow. We're blessed, you know. The Lord gives us the opportunity to live forever. Even if we die, if we're keeping God's commandments, we're going to live forever because we're going to come up in the first resurrection. Will you be around? So you're going to be around to live forever. First scripture will be found in the book of 1 Corinthians, chapter 15. We start in verse 16. 1 Corinthians 15, 16. Happy to see everyone here, but I'd like a special thanks from my brother Artist for coming to visit us today. Happy to see you, man.
Good to see you too.
Like I say, every time I see one of those young trucks, I'll be looking for you. First Corinthians chapter 15, starting at verse 15. So the dead rise not. Dead is not Christ raised. And if Christ be not raised, your faith is vain. Oh. Christ hadn't died for us and raised from the dead, we shall have hope. For you are yet in your sins. And what is the wages of sin? Death. Yeah. We're talking about the second death. Eternal death. You won't be around. Because the wicked is never going to come back to the existence again.
That's
Even
right.
thoughts. None going to like it never was. Hang with Jesus will live forever. Then they also which are fallen asleep in Christ are perished in Christ. Which are fallen asleep in Christ are perished. The one that falls asleep in Christ is going to live forever. We'll be around from now on. People.
Amen.
Never ending. And the devil tried to make it seem like a fairy tale. It's never going to end. And we used to now you see people die and say, we'll never see them again, you know. The ones that are faithful, we'll faithful too, we're going to meet again. Amen. If in this life only be a hope in Christ, we are of all men most miserable. Just always have to hope for them. And just this life, eternal life wasn't made possible, we'd just be miserable. There's none but wickedness down here. Terrible things happening down in this wicked world. Never going to get straight till Jesus comes. So there's never no real happiness in this world. Only in Christ Jesus. Because we can be happy if we serve God right. We know we're going to be resurrected to eternal life if we die. We're really been fortunate to be able to live forever, be 144,000. And the devil really want to make that a joke. 144,000 Christians going to be living when Jesus comes back. Never to see death, just like Enoch in Elijah. Before, he'll do it again. St. John, chapter 15. You know, when I was growing up, you know, it was fun years growing up, you know, like elementary school, all the way up to high school. I might be one of the only ones, but I was waiting at the time when then, you ever got to wait to graduate. And I had so much fun, had so many friends and things, I just wish you could go back, you know, I wasn't ready for the end. You know, it was some exciting times back in those days.
Sure was.
St. John 15:5. It wasn't as terrible as it is now, you know.
Amen.
Getting a scuffle and somebody come back and kill another person. You used to have little fights and stuff, and you make friends the same day. They playing again. St. John 15:5. Jesus says, I am the vine, and ye are the branches. He that abideth in me, and I in him. What you got to do, you got to abide in Christ. He'll be abide with us. The same brings forth much fruit, but without me, ye can do nothing. Without Christ, don't think you can make it on your own. You can do good things on your own. Anything that you do good is not you doing it.
That's right.
The Lord gives the Holy Spirit to you when you start obeying and keeping His commandments. Nothing we can do on our own. Without Christ, we can do nothing. 15 says, I can do all things through Christ, which strengthens me. And Christ will give us the strength if we desire it. But we got to follow his guideline. Who set a perfect example. 1 Thessalonians chapter 4. How many people survived in the flood?
8.
8 people. Oh, the whole world. What happened to the rest of them?
Drowned.
Perish. It won't be around. You're missing out. And the North preached for 120 years. It wasn't that they had been warned. Just like now, we're being warned. Warned us. That's one thing I love about the truth. Lord lets us know up front what's going to happen. No guessing game. No guessing game. You got to follow. You got to follow the pattern. Jesus Christ. 1 Thessalonians chapter 4. First Thessalonians, the 4th chapter. Get there with you. 1 Thessalonians chapter 4, starting at verse 14. Thessalonians 4:14 says, "For we believe that Jesus died and rose again." How many believe this?
I do.
Amen. Jesus died and rose again. Even so, them also which sleep in Jesus, will God bring with him. The one that sleep in Jesus, the one that went down right. Living up to the light that they knew. They walked in that light, the light that they knew. They might not have known about the Sabbath back then, you know what I'm saying? The stuff that we know, all the stuff that we learn. But they lived up according to the light that they know, they're going to come up in the first resurrection. But this we say unto you by the word of the Lord, that we which are alive and remain until the coming of the Lord, do not prevent them which are asleep. We which are alive and remain, who are those? That's the 144,000.
That's right. That's right.
Remember that. When Jesus comes, 144,000 living Christians will join the one that went to sleep in Jesus. We'll all join up together. Everybody's going to go in the kingdom together. For the Lord himself shall descend from heaven with a shout, with the voice of the archangel, and with the trump of God, and the dead in Christ shall rise first. So that means, it must be saying that everybody didn't die in Christ. Because it says they're going to rise first. There must be, meaning going to be 2 resurrections. Amen?
Amen.
Amen. The one that died in Christ will come from the first resurrection. The wicked going to come up 1,000 years later in the second resurrection to burn everlasting fire. The wicked going to burn up. Never come back and listen again. So the Lord gives us the opportunity to choose. That's what I love. He lets us make up our own decision. Nobody can force you. My wife can't take me in, I can't take her, I can't take none of you guys in, but we can all go. Well, we did. It says, then we which are alive and remain shall be caught together with them in the clouds to meet the Lord in the air, so shall we ever be with the Lord. It's never ending. Are you going to be around to be in this? It said, wherefore comfort one another with these words. That should give us comfort. Lord, give us blessed hope. Let's go to Luke chapter 12. Luke chapter 12. You know, this is a testing ground. The Lord is testing us to see if we're going to be faithful or not. Everybody's being tested. Some people are going to be lost. Many people are going to be lost because of things they didn't want to give up. Material things of this world. It's going to burn up anyway. We're going to go to a place where everything is going to last and live people forever, never to die. Never going to be a such thing just anymore. Okay, in the book of Luke chapter 12, we start at verse 16. And he spake a parable unto them, saying, the ground of a certain rich man brought forth plentifully. Plentifully, I mean, he had a lot. He had more than enough to share with others, not to just be selfish with it. It says, and he thought within himself, saying, what shall I do? Because I have no room where to bestow my fruits. You think about nobody but himself, really.
That's right.
Then he said, this is what I do. I will pull down my bonds
Mm-hmm.
and build greater. The devil whispering in his ear, you know, do this, you know, don't want to do nothing for the cause of the sake of the gospel, for the sake of helping others. And build greater, and devil, I will store all my fruits and my goods. And I will say to my soul, soul, thou hast much goods laid up for many years. Take thine ease, eat, drink, and be merry. You have nothing to just think, focusing on what his future, what he's going to do. He didn't even know if he's going to even be around to see another day, even another hour, another minute. But God said unto him, thou fool. The Lord called him that now. Not good to come about no fool. You don't say thou coming about no fool. But the Lord said, thou fool, this night thy soul shall be required of thee. Then whose shall those things be which thou hast provided? I've seen people that hoard it up, you know, build on the stuff and stingy with it. Then they died and left it all here. For somebody to fuss and fight over. So is he that laid up treasure for himself, that is not rich toward God. Where ain't going to end up? Not going to be around to be able to live forever. The Lord has given us this privilege. Matthew chapter 7. Matthew chapter 7, verse 13. It says, enter ye into the straight gate. For wide is the gate, and broad is the way that leads to destruction. But said, the hell is open his mouth wide. Isaiah 5:14 says, open wide. It was made for the devil and all sinners. And then it's open wide. So many decide they're not going to follow Christ. They follow Satan. It says, the destruction is eternal death, and many of you which go in therein. Because straight is the gate and narrow is the way, which leadeth into life, and few there be that find it. So compared to the wicked, there will be many, or very few righteous. But it's going to be a nice amount of them, but just compared to the wicked, which is going to be like the sands of the sea. Will you be around? Down to verse 21. It says, not everyone that saith unto me, Lord, Lord, shall enter into the kingdom of heaven. A lot of people crying out, Lord, Lord. Everybody, our Lord, or have mercy when they get on the filter, whether they're Christian or not. They go to call on the Lord, they didn't have the Lord up. When they get on the fan and they get ready to die, something terrible, get ready to happen to them. Lord, Lord. So enter into the kingdom of heaven, but he that doeth the will of my Father, which is in heaven. Many will say in that day, Lord, Lord, have we not prophesied in thy name? Begging and pleading. And in thy name have cast out devils. And in thy name done many wonderful works. And then when I profess unto them, I never knew you. Depart from me, ye that work iniquity. That's going to be the saddest words you could ever hear. For the Lord will tell you, depart from me. So why not beg and plead now? You know, beg and plead for the Lord, get it right. Instead of waiting till the end, wait till it's ever too late. Well, ever too late. Malachi chapter 4. And we have a world full of these proud people that are proud. Full of pride. They're not so humble. They're humble, let the Holy Spirit come in. If you so full of self, you're not going to humble. You're going to miss out on the kingdom. You won't be around and be able to be Jesus in peace. Malachi 4:1 says, behold, the day cometh, that shall burn as an oven. And you might have an oven, get it really hot. It's way hotter than this. Eternal flames, everlasting flames, and all the proud, not some, all the proud, and all that do wickedly shall be stolen. And the day that comes shall burn them up, said the Lord of hosts, that will lead them neither root nor branch. If you want to be in that category, if you don't, anything you got hanging you up, it's time to get rid of it. Well, it's ever too late. The next day is not promised to you. The Lord wants us all to live forever. He made it possible. Jesus didn't just send his blood for nothing. He wants us all to be saved. But you know what he's so full of love and compassion is there has only been one. He still would have did. Still would have did. So much full of love and compassion he is. He has. Okay, let's go to St. John chapter 5. St. John 5:28. It said, marvel at this. Don't be amazed, don't be surprised. For the hour is coming. I mean, it's not here yet, but it's on the way. It's getting closer and closer. And then we all here can see plainly, even the children that know can see how fast time is speeding up. It's moving, it's not playing. Jesus is ready to come to know. Marvel not at this, for the hour is coming in which they that are in the graves shall hear his voice. Who is in the graves? They're dead. So they're going to hear his voice. It's not all over. You leave here, you close your eyes, it's not all over. Pray that you be right, that your heart's right with God. It says, and they shall come forth, they that have done good. I mean, they want to be in this category. We all can. Have done good unto the resurrection of life. Coming to the first resurrection. They that have done evil unto the resurrection of damnation. So you choose. Are you going to be around? Still across the read to share. Coming from CSA is called Stand Apart, CSA 69, paragraph 7. CSA paragraph 7. It says, we are living in the most solemn period of this world's history. The destiny of Earth's teeming multitudes is about to be decided. Our destiny is getting ready to be decided. Those who made the decision to eternal life, and those made the decision to be lost, and miss out on God's kingdom. Will you be around? Our own future well-being, and also the salvation of other souls. Depending not just us, but salvation of other souls. You walking upright and holding the standards, you can draw souls to the truth, except Christ. Our own future well-being and also the salvation of other souls depend upon the course which we now pursue. What course are we pursuing now? Are we walking upright, lifting up the standards of being Christians and what we say and what we do? Not just what you do, it's your conversation. You're a Christian and you get around somebody who really folk. Are you partaking of the same thing, conversation that they're in, the worldly conversation? And you all into it? Many are claiming to be church folk, but they let the worldly folk take over when they get around them. They get all excited when they come to them. They get bored when they come to God. Thus said the Lord. We need to be guided by the Spirit of truth. Every follower of Christ should inquire, earnestly inquire, Lord, what would thou have me to do? That's what our requirement should be. Ask the Lord, what would he have us to do? When he asks us to do it. Amen. We need to humble ourselves before the Lord with fasting and prayer and to meditate much upon his word, especially upon the scenes of the judgment. We should now seek a deep and living experience in the things of God. Deep and living, we need to get deep into God's word, to the spirit of prophecy. Things of God. We have not a moment to lose. We definitely don't. So watch how you use your time. Some people's time is just consumed with other things and just put God last. It'll take a bit of time for him when they put 99.5% of their time doing other things. Events of violent importance are taking place around us. We are on Satan's enchanted ground. Sleep not, sons of God. The Lord is lurking near, ready at any moment should you become lax and drowsy to spring upon you and make you his prey. That's what we want you to do. We want you to get lax when it comes to spiritual things. Studying this word, continue to glorify him, and then it's how he gets you. You can't get lax when it comes to studying the word. Taking time with God. Many are deceived as to their true condition before God. They congratulate themselves upon the wrong acts which they do not commit, and forget to enumerate the good and noble deeds which God requires of them, for which they have neglected to perform. And so they're giving themselves a pat on the back. But we doing all of God's requirements. He's made it plain for us that we can understand it, what He wants of us, what He requires of us. It is not enough that there are trees in the garden of God. They are to answer to His expectations by bearing fruit. He holds them accountable for their failure to accomplish all the good which they could have done through His grace strengthening them. He gives us the strength. We can be His witnesses, we can be fruit bearers, drawing souls to the truth, but we got to walk upright and hold the standards ourselves. We got to walk upright, claiming to be Christians. And people are watching, real people, they know. They know a real Christian. And somebody that's pretending they're watching you. And you make that bad move, they're right on it too. They point the finger at you. You're supposed to be a Christian. I don't want to do that. I can do what I'm doing. That's a Christian. He holds them accountable for their failure to accomplish all the good which they could have done through His grace strengthening them. In the books of heaven, they are registered as conquerors of the ground. Yet the case of even this class is not utterly hopeless. With those who have slighted God's mercy and abused His grace, the heart of long-suffering love yet pleased. That's why we should be really thankful to the Lord. He's still pleased for us. He still got His hand stretched out. But it's going to play out. Because we know the Holy Spirit is being gradually drawn from the earth pretty soon. Not going to be any more mercy. And God is full of mercy. I mean, He lets us go a long way, long time to do it. Still waiting on us to get it together. Get it right with Him. Wherefore He said, awake thou that sleepest, and arise from the dead. He's talking about a spiritual sleep, spiritual dead, and Christ shall give thee light. See then that you walk circumspectly, I mean careful, redeeming the time, because the days are evil. Are the days evil?
Amen.
Evil, all these mass killings and all terrible things, all these storms and stuff going on. And people that don't know Christ, they put it all on God. The devil, he can bring up storms, just like he did with Job when he killed all his children. The devil he had the power of death. According to Hebrews 2:14. We better put the things of God. Why did God take precedence of my son and my daughter? Anything about it, just pray that you be right, that they were right with God. They do that. Blessed are they those that die in the Lord. Let's go to Revelation chapter 21. Revelation chapter 21, verse 7. So we said that I do, that we want to live forever. That's follow God's rules, follow His guidelines. Okay. In verse 7 of Revelation 21, it says, he that overcometh shall inherit all things. We got to overcome sin. That's how we're going to live forever. That's how we'll be able to stick around and live forever. You be around. He that overcomes shall inherit all things. I will be his God, with the big G, with the capital G, his God. So many got other gods with the small G, things that come to take the place of God. Sad some of the things that people become caught up on, and they'll follow it before following God. But the fearful and unbelieving and the abominable and murderers and whoremongers and sorcerers and idolaters and all liars. Put that emphasis on liars because we're full of lying. It says as soon as they're born. They come here liars, they start lying as soon as they're born. That's why we have to come born again. Shall have their part in the lake which burning with fire and brimstone, which is the second death. That's the point of no return. You die now in Christ. Come up in the first resurrection. But the second death is not going to never come back again. You never was. Verse 27 of the same chapter. And it says, and there shall in no wise enter anything that defileth, neither whatsoever worketh abomination, or maketh a lie, but they which are written in the Lamb's book of life. You got that lie in there again. Didn't leave that one out when it was 9 other commandments. Like I said, it's a world full of liars. Lying leads you to all kinds of sin. You will lie, you tell another, and you will break all of God's commandments. So you feel at one point you're guilty of all. All the things that break them on you. You don't really use the devil. Because you try to lie your way out of something. And you just make it things worse. Best always just tell the truth. Confess and forsake it. The Lord will take care of it. Tell a lie, call yourself getting yourself out of trouble. And you get yourself in the worst trouble that you can because you're going to end up in the dying second death. Revelation chapter 22. Now we don't know who's going to heaven, but the Lord knows. I can't sit up and say they're all going to heaven. God ain't who's going and who's not. But the word tells us who's going to go. Revelation 22, verse 14 says, "Blessed are they that do his commandments." Blessed, not cursed. If you break his commandments, you're cursed. Blessed are they that do his commandments, for they may have a right to the tree of life and may enter in through the gates into the city. Those are the ones that are going to make it in, but the ones that are going to miss out, it says, "But without are dogs." You know, because talking about 9 preachers, we got a world full of them, deceiving men. Men are going on for what the preacher said before they will thus said the Lord. What my preacher said did. The preacher cut up like a new pair of scissors. Sometimes you get to see it, you know, they're doing a lot of stuff behind your back. I grew up seeing some preachers and stuff. That's why one reason I wasn't kind of too much interested when I was younger. But the Lord did send a preacher my way of preaching righteousness and walking it, what I saw. So, "For without the dogs and sorcerers and whoremongers and murderers and idolaters, and whosoever love it and make it a what? Lie. Love lies and make it a lie." Some people, every time they open their mouth, they lie. So you gotta love it. What you love, you put in practice. You got so many professional liars. Professional. The biggest first lie I can remember, the big lie I heard was Santa Claus. That's the first lie in the back of my mind I can remember. But that really had you going. You was a young kid. Man, that was exciting, wasn't it? I think I was 9 years old. Just bust my bubble. I found out. The other kids would be already found out, and they'll tell you at school. I was going to school, they tell you some everything. Some little kids know some lot of stuff. Young kids. Not even 10 years old, not even 8 years old sometimes. A lot of stuff. We're grown folks. Matthew chapter 26. Follow on for yourself. See what thus says the Lord. Hold on, I'm thinking that this is Matthew 24. I don't think that's just one I'm looking for, but it don't look like. Matthew chapter 24. 24. Just wrote down the wrong number, but it's Matthew 24th chapter, verse 36. It says, "But of that day and hour knoweth no man, no, not the angel of heaven, but my Father only." We don't know the day and the hour, but you should be living each day as if this is your last. Walking upright, so you will be ready. But as the days of Noah were, so shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. For the days that were before the flood, they were eating and drinking. All that's going on there, isn't it? Yeah. Eating lots of drinking. Unchristians, you know what they drinking. Eating and drinking, married and given in marriage until the day that Noah entered into the ark. He preached 120 years. And they knew not until the flood came and took them all away. Are we going to wait until it be taken away, end up in the lake of fire? We're going to get it right and keep it right with the Lord till he comes. and knew not until the flood came and took them all away. So shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. It's the same way. We see that now. People caught up in this world, and all their time and attention is taken up with things that's pertaining to God. It's not just children. It's a lot of people playing games on computers and electronic devices and stuff, spending lots of hours doing it. And can't take 15 minutes to get into the Word of God. That should be our daily bread. Studying God's Word. Put Him first. You know, it's so wonderful, you know, I'll think back on 37 years, almost 8 years ago, when the Lord opened the truth up to my wife and myself and taught us about the Sabbath. That's where it begins. And that's why the devil hates it. The Sabbath. Because when you start to keep the Sabbath, everything falls right in place. It'll help you to keep all of God's commandments. So it's right there. That's the center of attraction. People kick against it. They say it's the first day of the week. But we know, go to the library, you look up where Constantine attempted to change the Sabbath, AD 321. But he attempted to change it. But the Lord said, I changed not. I don't know what I changed not. So once he says something, writes it down, it can't be changed. People get offended with you. Because you're walking upright. Instead of them trying to get something what you got. You know? They might be saved. Deuteronomy chapter 28. Deuteronomy chapter 28, and we will start at verse 15. And the word says, John 5:39 says, search the scriptures. It didn't say search the New Testament. And the Old Testament has been done away with. It says search the scriptures. When Jesus came of the Old Testament, still everywhere to receive from the mouth of God. Deuteronomy 28:15. I know a lot of us that have been in the church, you know, it just really seems like grammar, but you know, the Lord still wanted to sink in. Because you know, it says the men of bright lights are going to go out and sin and go out. And nothing, repetition is always good. You might get something that you miss. Verse 15, Deuteronomy 28:15, but it shall come to pass that thou wilt not hearken, listen unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe to do all his commandments. They say you do some of them, all his commandments, and his statutes which I command thee this day, that all these curses should come upon thee and overtake thee. Who wants a curse? Nobody wants a curse. Nobody want to be cursed out. Cursed out. It says, cursed shall thou be in the city, and cursed shall thou be in the field. Because everywhere you go. Curse shall be thy basket and thy store. You bring a curse upon your own self by being disobedient. So thus says the Lord. Curse shall be the fruit of thy body and the fruit of thy land, the increase of thy kind and the flocks of thy sheep. Cursed shall thou be when thou comest in, and cursed shall thou be when thou goest out. Curses all around you. You disobey God. The Lord shall send upon thee cursing, vexation, and rebuke, and all that thou settest thine hand unto for to do, until thou be destroyed, and until that thou perish quickly. It's quickly, but you know it, before you know it, it's going to be over. And it's going to seem like still going to seem like it was a short time. Even if you have to get to 1,000 years old, seeing it still came quick. Because of the wickedness of thy doings, whereby thou hast forsaken me. So if you forsake the Lord, you're not going to be around. Not going to be around. You're going to perish. Deuteronomy chapter 7. Deuteronomy chapter 7, and we'll read verses 9 and 10. Verses 9 and 10, Deuteronomy 7, it said, know therefore that the Lord thy God, he is God, the faithful God, which keepeth covenant and mercy with them that do what?
Love him.
That love him. And how do you practice loving him?
Keep his commandments.
In his commandments. John 14, 15 says, if you love him, you keep my commandments. So they love him and keep his commandments to 1,000 generations. And repay them that hate him. He's the one not going to be around, those that hate him. When you hate God, all it takes to hate God is just to disobey what he says and do your own thing. It says, and repay them that hate him to their face, to destroy them. He will not be slack to him that hated him. He will repay him to his face. The Lord is not playing. The Lord is not to play around with. He's not a joke. He's serious. Let's get across the reading. I'm going to start way down, but anyway, I'm going to ask the apostles, page 421. Acts of the Apostles, 421, paragraph 3. The apostles spoke with earnestness and evident sincerity, and his words carried with them a weight of conviction. Is it Claudius Lysias, in his letter to Felix, had won a similar testimony in regard to Paul's conduct. How was Paul's conduct? We know he walked out right because he knows the crown of life waiting on him. He's witnessing. He witnesses what was, when he accepted the truth, when he become converted, he never just stopped witnessing. He didn't care what kind of, who it was, whether you're in leadership or whatever. He said, moreover, Felix himself had a better knowledge of the Jewish religion than many supposed. So he knew more than they realized. Then Paul came along to further him, to make him, hoping he would make that move to be like him. Moreover, Felix himself had a better knowledge of the Jewish religion than many supposed. Paul's plain statement of the facts in the case enabled Felix to understand still more clearly the motives by which the Jews were governed in an attempt to convict the apostle of sedition and treasonable conduct. The governor would not gratify them by unjustly condemning a Roman citizen, neither would he give him up to them to be put to death without a fair trial. Yet Felix knew no higher motive than self-interest, and he was controlled by love of praise and a desire for promotion. And we were talking about the proud going to bring of it. Self-interest. Love of praise. A lot of people going to miss out because they want to be praised, they want to be looked up to. You're going to miss out on the kingdom, they want to be somebody. And they want to let the darkness go right over their head. Don't want to listen, they won't humble. Fear of offending the Jews held him back from doing full justice to a man whom he knew to be innocent. He knew he was innocent. He didn't really need no trial, he knew. He therefore decided to suspend the trial until Lysias should be present, saying, when Lysias, the chief captain, should come down. Well, that's supposed to be somebody. I would know the uttermost of your matter. The apostle remained a prisoner, but Felix commanded the centurion who had been appointed to keep Paul to let him have liberty and to forbid none of his acquaintance to minister or come unto him. It was not long after this that Felix and his wife Priscilla sent for Paul in order that in a private interview they might hear from him concerning the faith of Christ. They were willing. There's so many people are ashamed of the gospel. They want to get private. They want to let them know that they were trying to find out more about Christ. They're ashamed. They were willing and even eager to listen to these new truths which they might never hear again. Might be something you might not never hear again. So when you hear his voice, you might better accept it then. Might not never hear it again. Might not know the opportunity might not come to you again. If rejected, would reprove a strict witness against him in the day of God. Paul regarded this as a God-given opportunity and faith to be improved. He knew that he stood in the presence of one who had power to put him to death, to set him free. That he did not address Felix and do so with praise or flattery. We got to bring it on no matter who it is. We got to Christian when it comes to the truth. No matter what position somebody's in, we got to let them know. He knew that his words would be his considerations, he sought to arouse them to a sense of their peril. He let them know the danger that they were in. Really let souls around us know what's going to happen to them. If they don't make that move to start obeying Christ and keeping his commandments. Peril. The apostle realized that the gospel had a claim upon whoever might listen to his words, that one day they would stand either among the pure and holy, around the great white throne, or those whom Christ would say, depart from me, ye that work iniquity. He knew that he must meet every one of his hearers before the tribunal of heaven. He must still run an account not only for all that he had said and done, but for the motive and spirit of his words and deeds. So violent and cruel had been the course of Felix that a few had ever dared even to intimidate him, intimate to him that his character and conduct were not faultless. But Paul had no fear of man. That's what we got to be. When it comes to God, we can't fear no man say, hey, look at you. Some people look, they got that look and look at you when, oh boy, you want to hit me, you want to bite my head off. Some people just have this kind of look. You can't be, when it comes to the Lord, you can't be afraid. Because they're a big preacher or whatever, you can't be afraid. He plainly declared his faith in Christ, and the reason that for that faith, and was thus led to speak particularly of those virtues essential to Christian character, for which the haughty pair before him was so strikingly destitute. They were lacking, they were without, destitute. He said he held up before Felix and bestowed the character of God, his righteousness, justice, and equity in the nature of his law. He clearly showed that it is man's duty to live a life of sobriety and temperance, keeping the passions under the control of reason, in conformity to God's law, and reserving the physical and mental powers in a healthy condition. So you got to be physically healthy and mental. You got to exercise, eat right, and then you'll have a clear mind. Anyway, I'm not going to, you can finish reading that. I'm going to hold you all day long. Everything's good in God's will, the spirit of prophecy. You just can't, you wish you could bring all out that you know, but we don't know it all in one day. So much. Proverbs 28:9, and the musician can come. Just a few more after this scripture, the musician can come. Proverbs 28:9. All the scriptures are serious, but this is really a serious one here. Because they're always planning on this one, you don't want to disappear. Anything we need to be to get a prayer through. You don't know when the devil may take you out. Proverbs 28:9. It says he. You know, the Bible says he, you know, talking to everybody, he, she, everybody. It just says he. That turned away his ear from hearing the law. God's take commandment. I don't want to hear that nobody no keeping no Sabbath. That's one of the main ones that they jump on, you know. That's the one that they really fighting against. The devil using to fight against us. He that turned away his ear from hearing the law, even his prayers should be abomination. So if you turn away, you don't want to hear what thus says the Lord, you know his language. Your prayer not doing anything. Go on the thing, you're going to be in the kingdom. I already read that. Abomination. The sad thing that ever happened, not be able to get a prayer through. You need prayer. You need prayer. Be ready to kill you, bring down the barrel of a gun. You want to pray quick, because it's good and swift. Well, you definitely don't need the Lord. 2 Chronicles chapter 7. Second Chronicles chapter 7, and I will start at verse 16. It says, verse 17, now then, O Lord God of Israel, let thy word be verified, which thou hast spoken unto thy servant David. For with God and verity dwell with men on the earth. Behold, heaven and the heaven of heavens cannot contain thee. Wait a minute. I'm in the wrong cover. I know something sounded right there. Excuse me. That doesn't sound like a video. I'm reading out chapter 6. I'm sorry. Chapter 7, verse 16. But now have I chosen and sanctified this house. You know, we all human beings. Thank God not going to be any mistakes. Maybe make it to the kingdom. Just make sure we try to straighten our mistakes down here so we'll be here. But not going to be any mistakes. Let's flip this slide. But now have I chosen and sanctified this house, that my name may be there forever, and my eyes and my heart shall be there perpetually, forever. And as for thee, if thou wilt walk before me, talking to Solomon, as David thy father walked, and do according to all that I have commanded thee, and shall observe my statutes and my judgments. It's conditional, make it to the kingdom. We can all make it, but it's conditional. It'll be God's way. Then will I establish the throne of thy kingdom, according as I have covenanted with David thy father, saying, there shall not fail thee a man to be ruler in Israel. But if you turn away and forsake my statutes and my commandments, which I have set before you, and shall go and serve other gods and worship them, many are doing that. It don't seem like it was many are doing it. They serve the living God, but they worship other gods. Then will I pluck them up by the roots out of my land, which I have given them. And this house which I have sanctified by my name will I cast out of my sight, and will make it to be a proverb and a byword among all nations. And this house which is high shall be an astonishment to everyone that passes by it, that he shall say, why has the Lord done this unto this land and unto this house? The Lord is never unfair. So those who are going to be destroyed is because they destroy themselves, brought it upon themselves. The Lord is fair and just. Everything is conditional with it. Psalms chapter 6 to 8. Psalms chapter 6 to 8. Verse 1, let God arise that his enemies be scattered. Let them also that hate him flee before him. There's a question that you be and hate God. I don't hate God, but you must keep his commandments, and he told you. You tell me disrespect God, I mean you hate him. As smoke is driven away, so drive them away. As wax melted before the fire, let the wicked perish at the presence of God. You know the wicked said they're going to burn us in the oven, the proud. He said, but let the righteous be glad, let them rejoice before God, let them be exceedingly rejoice. We have something to rejoice about. We really rejoice and rejoice. In the Lord always, again I say rejoice. Hosea 4, Hosea chapter 13, 9. I got two more after that, I'm sorry. So I'm closing, we're going to read Hosea 13:9 first. The scriptures. Hosea 13:9 says, O Israel, thou hast destroyed thyself, so you don't make it in, don't be around. You live with Jesus forever. So you destroyed yourself. But me is dying help. The Lord is offering the help right now. Like I said, the mercy is going to play out and there's not going to be any more help. 2 Corinthians chapter 4. We know the devil's not no joke, amen? He ain't no joke. We don't need to be playing around on this ground, either. Playing around on it, we need to get off of it. 2 Corinthians chapter 4, verse 3. Some can't grasp it, but the world doesn't know why. Some just can't grasp this truth because it's made plain. It said, but if our gospel be hid, it is hid to them that are lost. You just can't grasp it. The Lord said, remember to say, keep it holy. Don't lie, don't steal, don't kill. Can't get it. It said, and whom, with a little g, the God of this world, you know what that is, has blinded the minds of them which believe not. Just the light of the glorious gospel of Christ, who is the image of God, should shine unto them. You know the verse said that some country can seal with a hot iron. You just can't see it. You don't want to get in this condition. So while we have our being, let's serve God. Walk upright. Last scripture in 2 Thessalonians chapter 2. I'm sorry. I was in first, that's the one that did it again, but well, first, second, that's on chapter 2. I'm still getting used to my new Bible. The other one, I kind of had a damn package. So I figured it out. Verse 11, 2:11. And for this cause, God shall send them strong delusion, that they should believe a lie. See that something, believe a lie, and people, you see people believing lies, they go right on with a lie. When you come to the truth, I don't believe that. And so it's thus said the Lord, and I don't believe it. I don't believe God said that. That they all may be damned who believe not the truth, but have pleasure in unrighteousness. Is that something people love darkness rather than light? We're seeing. So if you're in that situation, you will not be around. You'll be live forever. The Lord has made it possible that we can live forever. So saints that keep steady and praying and hanging in there. Don't let Satan deceive you anymore. And God is good. Thank you so much for taking care of us. We're so unworthy that the Lord loves us so much. Opportunity after opportunity, chance after chance. In a little while, it's going to be all over. Not going to be any more chances. We're just going to play out. We're going to destroy this wicked place. You have an enemy. So let's be here.